Welcome into the era of AI. Welcome in this lecture. In this lecture, we have something special. How about if I told you that we can create a page that looks like this without any effort whatsoever using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, based on this very image that you're looking at? All we need to do is to go to ChatGPT, and we're going to go ahead. What we're going to do, we're going to basically drag the image in here. And after we attach the image, we're going to use this prompt, which is basically devised by me. So I created this one, and I'll be actually attaching this one in the resources. You can download it for free. And here's what it says. You are an experienced web developer, and you have been tasked to create a landing page that looks like the one attached. It should be very simple, with the hero of the page being the image between brackets. And by that, I mean this image here of this converse. And by the way, I found this image for free using Pixabay. So you can just search for this on Pixabay. And it seems that this is copyright free. I can use it. And it says feel free to use it under the Pixabay content license. But of course, you have to make sure you always check copyright terms, because you don't want to use any image of a big brand, especially a brand that is already established. Now, you can create your own shoe image by using DALL-E or Midjourney later, but now let's concentrate on what we have. And besides, this is just an example. So basically what I'm asking you to do is to create a landing page. And to add a call to action, at the middle bottom of the hero image, we should add a button that says shop now as a call to action, and should say 20% discount at the top. And this should be in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now at the end, I'm going to say GS. I'm going to add this as a detail, and I'm going to copy this, okay? And I'm clearly saying that it should add a transparent menu at the top that links to the home page, contact us page, and about us, and blog, and ensure that these links point nowhere. Just use a hashtag, because it needs something where it points those links, the contact us page, the about us page, and so on and so forth, because I haven't given it any link. Now I can close this after I copied this. We can go back into ChatGPT now that we have everything and paste this in. There's only one thing missing, which is the image. Now the image, you have to use the link of the image. So to do that, you have to go to the image in question, and then copy or right click, copy image address, go to a new tab, paste the image, and it's going to open up the image link for you that you can now use. This image link should go precisely here in this area where it says link to the photo, because that would be our hero image. So I'm just going to place that in, and I'm going to hit enter. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and wait, because writing code can take time for ChatGPT. So it's definitely going to take some time to interpret this image, to interpret the other image, to interpret the prompt, and to write the code. So it's currently writing the HTML. In the meantime, I would like you to go ahead, while it is writing the HTML, open up this website called codepen.io. Once you open the website, you can create a page like the one that I'm looking at here, and you can interpret your code in it by just making sure you add some HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Obviously, here I have some basic, very basic HTML and CSS that normally a beginner person would add. So this is not really very powerful stuff, but this is the basics of HTML and CSS. And I'm just going to eliminate all of this code. And now we have the pen, and it's empty. And you can basically toggle back and forth to grow this and to make it smaller as you wish. Now I'm going to actually put it here so that I can have the freedom to add my code. And then later on, when we want to have the full view, we can get it to the top. So the HTML code has been created. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Don't need to copy it like this. Just click on copy code from here, and it will copy to clipboard. That's the HTML. Paste your HTML code in here. It shouldn't do much because it's just HTML. Now, it added the image of the converse, and it added the links and so on and so forth, and the discount and whatever. And as well as this button here, but still it's not looking pretty good. It's looking like a basic HTML page, right? Like the pages of 1990 and 1992 and basically those early pages, which were a big deal back then. But now it's more advanced because of other things such as CSS, which makes the pages looks a lot better. So if you take the CSS, this is the beautifying aspect. This is makeup for pages. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And now it's going to make it entirely different. Notice what happens. Now it added the converse with the shop now, 20% discount, the home page, and so on and so forth. But still, I believe I copied the CSS and it was not completed yet. All right, so now the only thing I need to do is to go ahead and add the JavaScript. And by the way, we can make this look much better. But first off, let's add the JavaScript. So here, let's see. So this is the final interpretation. Now, if we have a look at this full screen, I believe it would look a little bit different. Now you can see that now it looks a little bit different. 20% discount for first-time shoppers, home, about us, shop, contact, blog, and we have this shop now button. It looks a little bit better than the way it was at the beginning. Okay, now if you want to make this better and take it to the next level, you're going to have to basically add more prompts. And what we can do is I can say, make it more modern, redo the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and make it a stunning landing page. And I'm going to say, you can use your creativity. And let me show you. Because when you ask it, use your creativity, you're giving it the full options to go and do whatever it wants to do. Because here, we've limited it. We've asked these things. We said, we want you to put 20% discount, and we want you to put a button, and an image, and a menu. That's the only thing we asked it. So we cannot say that this looks bad, because normally this looks bad as design goes. Because I'm a designer, I can tell you nobody would buy from a page that looks like this. But this is what we asked it for. So we asked it for this, and we got this, okay? If you want something else, then you have to ask it, such as maybe the color of the background. If you want the color of the background to be red gradient, you can say, I want the background to be red gradient. Maybe I want to have two sections. In one section, I want you to add here on this side the image of the Converse. On one other section, I want you to add some text about the product that ends with the Shop Now button. And I want you to make the 20% discount extend all across with its background. So as a designer, we know what to do. You can also say, I want you to add a logo. I want you to create a logo for me, or you can upload your own logo link. Again, it should be a logo link, not a logo image. And it would gladly put it right here or in the middle, depending on what you tell it. So now I'm going to go ahead and clear the board. And I'm going to start off by copying the next code. So I'm going to copy this code here, and let's see the difference when we allow it more creativity. So here, if we scroll down, this is the CSS. Hopefully it has finished generating it, because it's right. It has done so. So let me go ahead over here, copy the CSS. And if I scroll down, I'm not sure if we need to copy the JavaScript, right? As for now, we don't, right? So it seems that I'm going to continue because it stopped generating. So this is where I said that sometimes you have to click on continue generating for it to continue generating. But I'm not sure if it's going to write anything on the JavaScript side. But here, I'm going to go ahead to the code pen and basically paste this CSS and see now how this looks. So as you can see, this is much better, to be honest, right? We got to be honest here. Now it added a shoe shop and home, about us, shop, contact, blog, 20% discount. Now here you have to also remember that normally we should have the ability to stretch this to the top, and also maybe I can zoom in a little bit so that we can see this. But generally speaking, this is not too bad, right? So, and you can embed this on a website by clicking on embed, and you can embed it on a WordPress website as a WordPress shortcode, whatever it is you want to do. Now here, let's go ahead and just say the JavaScript will be left empty, but you can see that you can create a landing page with JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and JavaScript using an image and a couple of prompts. Hopefully you like this one, and I will see you in the next lecture, in which we're going to experiment with ChatGPT's ability to browse the web with Bing. Stay tuned for it, and I'll see you then.